What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Catman56 Talks. Today we're going to do my top 10 favorite movies of 2024. Um, Pretty okay year for movies. Some really high highs, some pretty average stuff. This is my third time recording this, so hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes well. Uh, but I think what I'm going to do this year, instead of doing a big 30 list, I'm not that passionate about a lot of the lower end of that, but I'm gonna give them honorable mentions. So we'll do about like 25-ish honorable mentions, and then go into the top 10. So without further ado, let's get into the honorable mentions. For honorable mentions, we have Caddo Lake, Kinds of Kindness, Cuckoo, Abigail, Speak No Evil, I Saw the TV Glow, Civil War, It's What's Inside, Trap, The Fall Guy, Deadpool and Wolverine, The Bike Riders, Beetlejuice, Wicked, Twisters, Monkey Man, The Apprentice, Conclave, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, My Old Ass, Longlegs, Heretic, Juror Number 2, Alien Romulus, and The Wild Robot. Honestly, for the longest time, The Wild Robot was in my top 10, but the one that I have at my 10 spot, I couldn't leave off, and it just got swapped out. But honestly, The Wild Robot is awesome, and I get the people that like super love it. Like it's a very good movie. Coming in at number 10 is Hitman, starring Glenn Powell. I think this you're gonna hear me say fun a lot with all these top 10, but that's just it. I think Hitman is so much fun. It's like an awesome rom-com. I think Richard Linklater is an awesome director. Glenn Powell acts his ass off. Like there's a scene at the end. It's so fun. The little note scene, like it's so good. You just gotta kind of watch it, and think you'll probably enjoy it. Coming in at number 9, I have Gladiator 2. I like Ridley Scott. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody, and I think this is a very fun return to Gladiator. I know it rehashes a lot of the first movie. I don't really care. I think Denzel is acting his ass off, and Paul Mescal is pretty good. Pedro Pascal doesn't give him much to do, but like everyone plays their part really well, and I really enjoy Gladiator 2. So sue me. Coming in at number 8 is Saturday Night. It's a movie about the first 90 minutes leading up to the first episode of SNL. I really enjoyed it. It's really hectic, chaotic, all over the place, but like, I thought it was pretty interesting. It made me go out and watch the first episode of Saturday Night, and I got something out of that, and I'd just recommend. I think it's really good. Coming in at number 7, I have Late Night with the Devil. This, for the longest time, was my favorite horror movie of the year. It's second now, but it's so good. Like, low budget horror. I know there's a little bit of AI use in there. I don't care. The rest of the movie is great, so I'm not gonna bash it because of that. David Dastmalchian is awesome. I I think it's actually really good. Coming in at number 6, and man, I wish I could put this movie higher. Like, I cannot believe it's not in my top 5. I have Anora. Anora is awesome. It is really fun, funny, and very also heartbreaking at the same time. It's like this crazy blend between fun and depressing, and it's awesome. In like a not awesome but also awesome way. I don't know how to describe it, but I really love Anora. I think it's great. Mikey Madison deserves all the love she gets for this movie. Hopefully it wins a few awards at the Oscars. Anything but Amelia Press. Coming in at number 5, my favorite horror movie of the year, Eye of the Substance. A movie that's whole purpose is to just gross you out, and it does it so well, and like it sounds like it should be a bad thing, but it's a good thing, and like it's just insane. And I would love to watch this with somebody. Just kind of like, it's so fun. I don't know how to describe it. It's probably my second favorite direction of the year. Maybe third. I don't know. There's a few movies above this, but like, man, it's hard to not put this in top three. It's like, what am I supposed to do with Anora and the Substance? Like, those two should be higher. But oh well. We'll get into number four then. Coming in at number four, I have Hundreds of Beavers. No movie made me smile more this year. It is just batshit crazy for the whole runtime, and somehow it just keeps upping itself. It is insane. Another one that I would just love to show somebody. I know nobody that has seen this, and I would love to talk about it with someone. But hopefully someday somebody will watch this with me. It's awesome. If you haven't seen Hundreds of Beavers, please check it out. You will not be disappointed. That is all I'll say. Coming in at number three, I have Challengers. How this movie isn't higher, I don't know. Because this movie is awesome. This movie rocks. Like, man. That tennis scene at the end, are you kidding me? The score, the acting, the direction, like everything about this movie. Like, literally, like, so great. Like, if there wasn't a definitive, like, top two for me, this would be up there. But it's not, so let's get into my top two. Coming in at number two, I have Furiosa. Look, it's not as good as Fury Road. I will be the first to admit that. But it's so good. It's a 5-act structure, which I like. It's got Anya Taylor-Joy acting her ass off. Chris Hemsworth just giving one of like the most fun performances ever from him. Like, he's so good in it, and it's not just, oh, he's being Thor. No, like, he is acting his ass off, and it's awesome. And I think George Miller is a genius, and I had a lot of fun with it. And I would love to watch it again. I like Furiosa quite a bit. I really do appreciate the movie for existing. And coming in at number one, to nobody's surprise, is Dune Part 2. Would I believe it to be the greatest sci-fi movie of all time? Greatest sequel of all time? Yeah. In my top 10 favorite movies of all time? Probably. So good. Like, to the point that it makes me want to cry because the movie is that good. Not because it's, like, depressing, but, like, I'm just like, holy shit, the movie is this good. I want to cry. Like, that's how good that movie is. That's insane. Like, I could not believe it when I saw it. I was like, this is, like, perfect. I would not change a single thing about Dune Part 2. So, yeah, Dune Part 2 is easily my favorite of the year. So now, because we're halfway through the decade, I'll throw out a top 10 movies of the decade list. Definitely subject to change. But this is just kind of where I'm sitting on it for right now. Alright, at my number 10 spot for the decade, I have The Fabelmans. I think this is a Steven Spielberg masterpiece. I think it's awesome. Yeah, I don't have much to say on these. I don't think I'm going to give much on these. It's just more of just, these are what my top 10 are. Coming in at number 9, we have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I don't think it's quite as good as Into the Spider-Verse. Or maybe it is. I don't know. We'll have to wait for part 2. It kicks ass. I really enjoyed Across the Spider-Verse. Coming in at number 8, I have Babylon. Damien Chazelle's masterpiece. Don't at me. It is awesome. Babylon kicks ass. I still think I slightly prefer La La Land and Whiplash. So it's kind of insane because this is a 5-star movie, and nobody will change my mind on that. Coming in at number 7 is my favorite Christmas movie of all time, The Holdovers. Come on. It's so good. You can't, like, there's nothing to be said about The Holdovers at this point. It is just perfect, I guess. I don't know. I absolutely adore The Holdovers. I will watch it every year. Coming in at number 6, the only Godzilla movie to ever make me cry. It is my favorite of the 37, 38, whatever I'm at now, Godzilla movies I have seen. Godzilla Minus One. Godzilla Minus One rocks. it goes so hard. It goes so hard. I'm definitely down for a sequel. We'll see what they do. Coming in at number 5, one of the greatest action movies of all time, John Wick Chapter 4. This is like a slept on masterpiece. Like, I don't think it gets much better than John Wick 4 ever. Like, it was my number 1 of last year for a reason. It's so good. From choreography to just like everything about the movie. I can just go on and on. I think it's great. Uh Hopefully someday people recognize it for what it is. Coming in at number 4, I have Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, yeah, Top Gun Maverick it's just like that. I don't know how to describe it. It's a classic movie feel. It's something you don't get much of anymore. It's so like genuinely like good. I don't know. I feel like anybody could watch it and they just fall in love with it. So, Top Gun Maverick is number 4. Coming in at number 3, I have The Batman, Robert Pattinson, Matt Reeves. You know, it kicks ass. It looks amazing. It is maybe the best looking movie of the decade. I have really no complaints about The Batman. I think it is like the best Batman movie. I think it's better than The Dark Knight. I said it. There you go. Coming in at number 2, I have Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once is great. It is fantastic. And I know everyone's going to say it's overrated by the time the decade's over. I will not do that. I know what this movie meant to me. I know how much I liked it. I haven't watched it in a bit, but I know. I know it's that good. And, yeah, I'm not going to change my opinion on that. And coming in at number 1, to nobody's surprise, is Dune Part 2. Dune Part 2 is that movie. It is that movie. Like, I don't know if by the end of the decade that one will move. There's a possibility that something takes it over. I would also love to see some other movies slide up. Like, maybe on a rewatch, Oppenheimer comes up, or Drive My Car, or Banshees of Inisherin. Like, I love all these movies. I just, it will take time. And so maybe in the next 5 years, these are all different. But I just thought it'd be fun to put that list out there. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, thank you. Thank you for enjoying, I guess. Also, shout out to Richard. Happy birthday. Peace out.